A new aircraft is changing how we think about long-distance air travel. It is the Airbus A321XLR, which stands for Extra Long Range. This jet is a member of the successful A320neo family. It is a single-aisle or narrow-body aircraft. Typically, planes of this size are used for shorter domestic or regional flights. However, the A321XLR is designed to fly much farther than its predecessors. It can connect cities across continents and oceans. This capability was once reserved only for the largest passenger jets. The arrival of this aircraft signals a significant evolution in aviation technology and airline strategy. The A321XLR looks familiar on the outside, resembling other A321 models. But inside, it holds the key to its incredible performance. Airbus has engineered a permanent rear center tank, or RCT, specifically for this model. This extra fuel tank is integrated into the fuselage structure. It holds an additional 12,900 liters of fuel. This extra capacity, combined with an optional forward additional center tank, or ACT, gives the A321XLR its remarkable range. It can fly up to 4,700 nautical miles, or about 8,700 kilometers. This allows it to operate for up to 11 hours without needing to refuel. This new aircraft is a game-changer for airlines and passengers alike. It bridges a critical gap in the market. Before, airlines had to choose between smaller planes for short routes and giant planes for long ones. There was no efficient option for long and thin routes. These are long-distance routes that do not have enough daily demand to fill a large wide-body aircraft. The A321XLR is perfectly suited for this purpose. It allows airlines to offer direct, non-stop service between cities that previously were not connected or required a layover. This creates new travel possibilities and makes the world feel a little smaller. The development of the A321XLR is a direct response to a changing aviation landscape. Airlines are constantly seeking greater efficiency and flexibility in their fleets. The ability to fly a smaller, more fuel-efficient plane on a long-haul route is incredibly attractive. It reduces financial risk and opens up new markets. For passengers, this means more convenient travel options and potentially lower fares. The A321XLR is not just an incremental update, it represents a fundamental shift in the approach to long-haul travel. It is a testament to modern engineering and a clear indicator of where the industry is headed. For decades, the standard for long-haul international travel was the wide-body jet. Think of iconic aircraft like the Boeing 747, Boeing 777, or Airbus A380. These planes are defined by their massive size and two passenger aisles. They were designed to carry a large number of passengers, often over 300, between major global hubs. This hub-and-spoke model became the backbone of international aviation. Passengers from smaller cities would fly to a large hub airport, like London Heathrow or New York JFK. From there, they would connect to a wide-body flight to reach their final intercontinental destination. This system worked, but it relied on filling hundreds of seats to be profitable. The A321XLR challenges this long-standing model with a completely different philosophy. As a narrow-body jet, it features a single aisle and typically seats between 180 and 220 passengers. This is significantly fewer than the capacity of a traditional wide-body. The key difference lies in its efficiency and mission profile. The A321XLR is not designed to replace the massive jets flying between the world's busiest hubs. Instead, it is built to bypass them. It enables airlines to fly directly between smaller secondary cities over long distances. This approach is often called point-to-point travel, and it offers greater convenience for travelers. The passenger experience on a long-haul narrow-body will also be different. While the cabin is smaller, airlines are investing in new interiors to ensure comfort on these extended flights. Many will feature lie-flat seats in business class, premium economy sections, and modern in-flight entertainment systems. The feeling will be more intimate than on a giant jet. For airlines, the smaller size is a huge advantage. They no longer need to find 300 or 400 passengers a day for a route to be viable. This lower passenger count dramatically reduces the financial risk of launching a new long-distance service. This fundamental shift from large, hub-focused aircraft to smaller point-to-point jets is a major trend. The A321XLR is at the forefront of this movement. It offers the range of a wide body with the operating economics of a narrow body. This combination is incredibly powerful. It gives airlines the flexibility to test new markets and serve routes that were previously unprofitable. The era of needing a giant jet for every transoceanic flight is ending. A new age of highly efficient, long-range narrow-body aircraft is beginning, and the A321XLR is leading the charge. Airlines are businesses, and their decisions are driven by cost and profitability. The Airbus A321XLR is immensely popular because it offers compelling economic advantages. The most significant benefit is its lower operating cost per trip. Flying a smaller aircraft with 2 engines instead of 4, like on an A380 or older 747, burns far less fuel. Fuel is one of the largest expenses for any airline. The A321XLR's new generation LEAP 1A or PW1100G engines are incredibly efficient. They help deliver a fuel burn per seat that is about 30% lower than previous generation competitor aircraft. This saving goes directly to the airline's bottom line. Beyond fuel, the costs associated with the A321XLR are lower across the board. Landing fees at airports are often based on aircraft weight, so a lighter narrow-body pays less than a heavy wide-body. Maintenance costs are also reduced due to having fewer engines and systems to service. Furthermore, the A321XLR shares a high degree of commonality with other A320 family aircraft. This means pilots who are already certified to fly an A320 or A321 need minimal additional training to fly the XLR. Cabin crews and maintenance teams are also familiar with the platform. This simplifies fleet integration and keeps training costs down for airlines. This combination of lower costs and high flexibility is reshaping airline network planning. Airlines can now enter new long-haul markets with much less risk. For example, a route might not have enough demand to consistently fill a 300-seat Boeing 787, but it could easily be profitable with a 200-seat A321XLR. This allows carriers to offer year-round service on routes that were previously only seasonal. It also allows them to connect smaller cities directly, creating new non-stop travel options. This flexibility is invaluable in a volatile industry where demand can change quickly. The order book for the A321XLR speaks for itself. Major airlines from around the world have placed hundreds of orders for the aircraft. Carriers like United Airlines, American Airlines, and JetBlue in the United States see it as a tool to expand their transatlantic routes from East Coast hubs. In Europe, Aer Lingus and Iberia plan to use it to strengthen their North American networks. Qantas in Australia will use it to connect to more destinations in Southeast Asia. This global demand underscores the industry's confidence in the long-range narrow-body concept as a cornerstone of future fleets. The impact of the Airbus. A 321XLR will be most visible in the new routes it makes possible. These are routes that were once considered too long for a narrow-body jet but too thin in demand for a wide-body. For example, airlines can now offer direct flights from cities like Boston or Philadelphia to a wider range of European destinations beyond the major capitals. Think of non-stop service from Portland, Oregon to Amsterdam, or from Raleigh-Durham to Paris. These connections save travelers time and the hassle of a layover at a crowded hub. The A321XLR makes these convenient point-to-point connections economically viable. The aircraft's environmental performance is another critical factor in its appeal. Aviation is under increasing pressure to reduce its carbon footprint. The A321XLR's advanced engines and aerodynamic improvements make it one of the most fuel-efficient aircraft in the sky. By burning less fuel per passenger, it produces fewer emissions. This helps airlines meet their sustainability goals and cater to a growing number of environmentally conscious travelers. The efficiency of the A321XLR means that flying long-haul can have a smaller environmental impact than it did with older, less efficient wide-body jets, making it a more responsible choice for the future. For passengers, the rise of the long-range narrow-body jet means more choice and convenience. The proliferation of new non-stop routes will make international travel more accessible. While some may worry about comfort on an 11-hour flight in a single-aisle cabin, airlines are designing interiors with this in mind. The availability of lie-flat business-class seats and comfortable economy cabins will ensure a pleasant journey. Ultimately, the ability to avoid a connection and save several hours of travel time will be a compelling advantage for many travelers, reshaping how they plan their international trips. In conclusion, the Airbus A321XLR is more than just a new plane, It is a catalyst for change in the aviation industry. By combining the range of a wide body with the superior economics of a narrow body, it unlocks a new frontier of air travel. It empowers airlines to offer more direct routes, operate more efficiently, and reduce their environmental impact. This aircraft is redrawing the global air travel map, connecting secondary cities like never before. As more of these jets enter service, we will see a future defined by greater flexibility, increased efficiency, and more convenient travel options for people all over the world.